What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is June 1st, and if you don't know, wherever the world you are, it is America's 250th birthday celebration. I don't know what they are setting up out here, but it looks interesting. And they're building some more on this side. So again, I don't know what this is going to be, but we will see. As the construction of this stuff moves forward, I will keep you posted. So if you want to see how this turns out on a day-by-day or weekly basis, or whenever I am physically and mentally prepared to walk, I will let you know. So let me know in the comments below if you want to see what's going on with this as it continues. But as you can see, they have the whole National Mall fenced off. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Right there, that building is the National Archives. If you remember Nicolas Cage, National Treasure, those movies, that was definitely a prominent part of the movie. So yeah, we'll see. It's a very, very nice day out here. See what we got in front of us. It is sundress season, ladies and gentlemen. Well, fellas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, because of course the ladies rock the sundresses, and us fellas, you know, we admire them. And even the ladies check out other ladies in their sundresses to see what they got going on, and you know, ladies chat it up to see where each other got their sundresses and stuff. You know how it is. But yeah, weather's pretty good. Now I did make some shorts Saturday that I did not post. And since I did not post them yet, and I don't even know if I'm going to post them, but I'll decide when I get home, because I still have my long form video to post from Saturday. I think I want to take a look back. Looks alright. You know how it is. Gotta check it out. But anyway, what I was saying was, healthcare in America is straight trash. And I say that because, before I even go any further, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And matter of fact, while you at it, let me know when you're checking me out from. What state, what city, what country, all that good stuff. So let's get back to this healthcare thing that I was going to post about on Saturday. Before I get into that. So I have literally 22 days before I head back down to Dominican Republic, Punta Cana, Veterans Care International, for the wellness retreat. Now, I know there's a lot of frustration with the program overall, that I have seen in some of the comments on my videos, and even on the Zoom calls that they have every Tuesday. You know, there's been a lot of frustration with them responding or whatever. I know that they get a lot of inquiries and all of that. Hopefully that'll get better, but I know telling people to be patient when it comes to stuff like that is kind of like they don't want to hear that. I get it. And also, with them not being able to respond to so many inquiries, a lot of people think it's a scam, but I assure you that it's not a scam. I was down there in December, and I will be back down there this month, 22 days. So take my word for it. It's not a scam. It's a great thing. And as a matter of fact, let me see. Hit me up on my Instagram channel, link below, and that's if you're a veteran. All right, if you're a veteran and you've tried to reach out to them and have been unsuccessful, hit me up on Instagram and I will see what I can do to help. I don't work for them. I'm not an ambassador or anything like that, but I do know one. So if I could help facilitate your trip down there, I will. Yeah, because I believe every veteran that has a disability rating should experience this at least once. Visit it once, see what you think of it, and see if it is something that you will do again at some point. You might be like me. You go one time, you have a great group of people that you're down there with, and you may connect, and you may end up wanting to go right back down there. Or again, whenever it's feasible for you to go. Like they say, you can go every month if you could. If it can, if you can get a spot, you can get every month. But let's get back to this healthcare in America stuff. While I'm on this walk, and before my knees start burning. So, when I talk about the healthcare being trash, I had a soldier in my unit, from my unit, call me today. Not one of my soldiers, but nevertheless a soldier from my unit, talking about healthcare and the co-pays and all of that. Look, why are we paying co-pays? Like, it's bad enough that we pay a premium every month. Then we have to turn around and pay co-pays. Now, I get it if it's out of network, but then again, what the hell does out of network mean? Like, come on now, what are we doing here? All right. Now, other thing I want to move on is as it pertains to veterans, especially veterans with disabilities or veterans who are filing for disabilities benefits. Look, let me tell you something. That process is a pain in the ass. When I tell you, it is a pain in the ass. More if you are doing it on your own. Because not only do you have to go to appointments, and okay, so let me back up a little bit. My experience. When I was active duty, and even when I was deployed, I rarely went to the doctor. I may have gone to the doctor once or twice. No, scratch that. Maybe 3 or 4 times. And I will honestly tell you, the first time that I ever went to the doctor, like legit went to the doctor on active duty, I was in basic training. And the reason why I did that was because I had an abscess in my mouth that had to get drained. Right? Now let me tell you something. That should be in my military record somewhere. But when I go on to National Archives, or if I look into any military system that I have access to, I can't find that. When I was stationed in Fort Knox, Kentucky, I went to the doctor. Actually, I got taken to the emergency room for dehydration. I literally cannot find any legit records from that. When I was going through my documents the other day, I found one document that mentioned it, but as far as like real medical records, nothing. Now I'm going to go through my medical records that I have when I get back home, because I did bring some back when I got off active duty. But last time I went through it, it was really not much in there. So that presents one challenge for us veterans that have not gone to the doctor while we were on active duty. Now, I've been in the National Guard since '97, and I have incurred some pains and injuries and all that other good stuff. Here's the kicker. No one ever told me that if I have an injury or whatever that's related to the military, well, caused on military service or aggravated by military service, to keep my documentation. I was never told that. Not only was I never told that, that is something that I would have never thought to do. And that is an issue, because a lot of us are not being told this information that may be pertinent to us being awarded disability compensation that we deserve. So when it comes time to filing for disability benefits, now here we are in this situation to where we're scrambling to collect this documentation. Forgive me for the wind noise. I do not have my mic attached. But yeah, that's the problem. Because I even talked to a lot of soldiers today who aren't aware of this. They don't keep medical records. They don't even think that to associate some of their injuries and stuff to military service. And the line of duty LOD process is long. I tell you, it is long. I fell off a step ladder in March. I'm still waiting for final determination for that. So there's that. But okay, now let me get back to what I was saying. What I really wanted to say, and what I had said in my short video, is that recorded this weekend. So I was saying how it is a shame that us veterans have to pay hundreds and thousands of dollars to doctors, physician assistants, claims companies, and so forth to get certain documents to file with our claims. For instance, I have asked 2 to 3 doctors if they could assist me with some documents that I need to submit with my claim. Mind you, these are not random doctors. Not doctors that I am paying off the street that don't know me, don't know my medical history or anything like that. These are doctors that I actually have been seeing. And I would think, and maybe it's me, veterans out there and people who know veterans, I had to let the park police go by because I know that was loud. But like veterans and people who know veterans, related to veterans or whatever, who may have gone through this or can relate, let me know the deal. If it's a doctor, now, well, let's back up a little bit. It's not a VA doctor or anything like that. I've only dealt with civilian doctors most of the time. So my problem with that is, why is it so hard to get a doctor that I've been seeing or will see to fill out this documentation? I would assume that since I'm a patient of theirs, a lot of this should be easy. Because there's not a lot of, hey, submit your documentation to blah, blah, blah website. And you have to worry about a lot of the security breaches, data brokers, all that stuff that comes with submitting your file somewhere. Unaccredited companies and all of that. So my thing with that is there is really not much for this doctor to do other than to fill out these forms or this form, whatever the case may be. And if I need a Nexus letter, provide the Nexus letter. You're my actual doctor, not someone who doesn't know me. Not someone who I have to sit there and explain what's going on with me. Not someone who I have to submit my stuff to and either pay them or sign a contract to where they get a percentage of my back pay. It's just mind-blowing to me. Because again, these are my doctors. The other thing that frustrates me about this process is, I think the process overall is a pain. Because check this out. If I have medical documentation for injuries that were caused on or aggravated by military service, and y'all have millions I mean, literally millions of similar cases. Why am I having to play this damn word game? Like, seriously. Do I really, really, really have to play this damn word game of not only proving something happened, something was caused by military service or aggravated by military service, but I have to also tell you how one thing is linked to another? Are you serious right now? When you know you have case after case after case that says this? Unbelievable. But that's the way it is. And there's really no way around it except to deal with it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are at Union Station. I made it. A little pain in the knees. Nevertheless, I am here. That concludes this video, and I will get with y'all on the next one. Peace.